Hello and welcome to For the Love of Film 2.0. I'm a little too close to the camera. And that's Alicia Lucas.
What? Hi guys, welcome to For the Love of Film 2.0. As Garrett said, I'm your co-host Alicia Lucas.
And I am your co-host Garrett Briquette. I know I teased that the last episode did happen on my birthday. It came out on my birthday.
It did come out on your birthday, didn't
And
it?
I got an Apple Watch. So, got some ice on my wrist. I got a Seinfeld Lego set, which is incredible. One of my favorite shows and one of my favorite mediums of toys. I guess it's a medium, like an art medium, and a toy.
Lego?
And I also got from my co-host, Alicia, playing cards with pictures of me with my friends on them. And
I'm one of the friends.
Yeah.
I would just like
thoughtful.
to confirm.
Yeah.
I did not go around taking pictures of random people that are Garrett's friends.
Yeah.
I'm the friend.
No, we're just we don't talk outside
Yeah, we
of
don't
this.
talk outside of this show.
Well,
literally ever.
But that's just a little bit of a recap on my birthday. Today, as you can see,
have a really weird episode.
no movie found. Why don't you explain the premise?
It is the middle of the semester. We are both very stressed. Have a lot going on.
Yeah.
So we did not actually have time this week to watch a movie together.
I watched a movie. She went to bed before we watched it, though.
They started the movie at almost midnight.
I watched Prisoner of Azkaban. It was really good.
Oh, you did end up watching Prisoner of Azkaban.
I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Somehow I'm slightly offended by that.
Oh my goodness.
I know I said I didn't want to watch it, but you watched it without me.
Anyway, this episode is going to be a bit more chaotic.
So because neither of us watched the movie, instead of deciding to try to somehow pick a movie we both watched, we decided to pick a movie we both didn't watch. Garrett's favorite movie and one of my favorite movies. And we're going to talk to each other about it. And Garrett's going to give me a premise of his favorite movie, and I'm going to give him a premise of my favorite movie. And we're going to rate it based on said premise.
Yeah, and we're going to give our scores based off of things from our movie. With our little cool number system that we do, it's really funny and everyone loves. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So, my movie is Scott Pogan versus the World. It has an 82% score on the critics on Rotten Tomatoes and 84% from the audience, given that you would think it would gross a good bit of money, but its budget was $85 million and it grossed $49.3 million. One of the biggest flops of 2010. It comes in just under 2 hours, an hour and 52 minutes. It has a lot of it's a star-studded, movie. It has Michael Cera, Aubrey Plaza, Chris Evans. Can you believe that? Chris Evans.
I love that movie.
Chris Evans is in this movie. Brie Larson and Bill Hader. I didn't even know Bill Hader was in this movie until I looked it up. He plays the voice. That's incredible. So, this movie is all about Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim. Who is Scott Pilgrim?
Scott Pilgrim
Who plays him?
Oh, Michael Cera.
Okay.
Michael Cera plays Scott Pilgrim. And he wants to date Ramona Flowers,
Okay.
a girl with colored hair. That her hair color changes throughout the movie. And it's a joke in the book because the book was originally printed in black and white. It was a comic that was printed in black and white. It's like, oh, you're always changing your hair color, but the reader can't see it. It's very funny. But in the movie, it's just like her hair color changes a lot.
Like what kind of colors? Like natural colors or non-natural
Pink,
colors?
blue, green.
I like that.
Yeah, it's really cool. She is definitionally a Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, like she is one of the ones that when people say Manic Pixie Dream Girl, she's one of the first examples. This movie has a really big cult following. So, I mean...
Garrett, are you in a cult?
I am in a cult. For this movie.
Are we allowed to say that?
Cult following? Yeah.
Okay.
It's a movie term. Like Napoleon Dynamite has a cult following.
Oh.
It's a cult classic.
Okay.
Pulp Fiction's a cult classic.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so Michael Cera's character wants to date Ramona Flowers, which is a character. I didn't write the actress's name down. I'm sorry, guys. But there's a problem. She has 7 evil exes that have
Is that where
formed
this
an
is
alliance.
from?
Yeah.
Because I saw you write that down.
Yeah.
Is that audio like you have to defeat my 7 evil exes? You have 7 evil exes? Yeah, 7
Yes.
evil ex-boyfriends. Yeah.
She doesn't say ex-boyfriends.
Oh.
He says ex-boyfriends.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, he's like,
He has-
you have 7
yes.
evil ex-boyfriends?
Yep,
7 evil exes,
exes,
yes.
yeah.
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 That was a TikTok trend for the longest.
And it came
Have you
from this
seen it?
movie. No.
You haven't seen the TikTok trend?
I don't know on TikTok that often.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about.
I'm sure you do.
Because normal people
Yeah.
watch
But-
TikToks.
That came from Scott Pilgrim, yeah.
Cool.
And they
So he
filmed
has to
the
defeat
alliance.
said 7 evil exes.
Yeah, I forget the name of their alliance, but it's like the alliance of the evil boyfriends.
Okay.
Yeah, and he fights, 7 evil exes. I won't give you the end of the movie,
Yeah.
but all of them have like different power sets. Like one of them can clone themselves, and he has to fight all the clones, kind of like Naruto style. You know what I mean? When all the clones come in. One of them has a magic guitar.
Cool.
And well, they're twins, and their magic
She
guitars
dated a set of twins?
and then the
I love
guitars
her.
like create dragons, and they come in and they fight.
That's so cool.
his band.
Wait, is this animated?
No, which is what I'll get to in a minute.
Okay.
But it's incredible, like how much work and love went into this movie. It feels like a video game when you're watching it. It's incredible. But there's one other thing I was gonna say. Oh yeah, one of them is just a vegan.
That's his whole superpower?
That's his whole superpower, and he's one of the hardest ones to beat because he's just a vegan, and he becomes like a Super Saiyan
Okay.
because he's vegan. It's very funny. It's directed by Edgar
So
Wright.
is this a comedy movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's directed by Edgar Wright. He's a fantastic director. I'll go through my favorite things. I already went through the fight scenes. They're incredible. I won't spoil them all for you, but the one that's the Battle of the Bands is so cool.
The one with the
It's so
twins
cool.
with the guitars?
Yeah, it's so sick. The comedy, spot on. They have a whole scene that is shot and like acted as if it were a Seinfeld episode. Just like a scene is just put in there, and it's just a Seinfeld episode, and it's hilarious, and I love it. That's my favorite scene in the whole movie. It's so funny. It's really I can't help but laugh when I watch this movie, and I don't laugh a lot. Like I don't
Like laugh out loud.
like laugh out
Yeah.
loud with a lot of movies, but I laugh out loud with this one. The transitions, like from shot to shot, these transitions are like some of the best in the industry, like that I've ever seen in any movie. And that's not just me fanboying over this movie. Genuinely, like text will show up on screen, like a bell will ring in a school or something, and like, and then as it goes, it's just like panning over to a school, even though before they were like in a room. Or they'll be having a conversation, and it'll like be like, this way facing shot facing back to me, shot facing you, and then they'll continue the conversation, but when it faces back to this, it's the whole group, and they're somewhere completely different. It's really, really cool. I love the transition in this movie. It's one of the, like, if you watch this movie and you don't notice the transitions, you're kind of not watching the movie.
Paying attention, yeah.
And it's not that you're, like, distracted by them. They feel like they feel so in sync with the pacing of the movie. I really love them. And the CGI, like they knew they didn't have the budget to make all this stuff look realistic, so it just looks and feels like a video game.
I see.
Yeah. So there's like 8-bit graphics during part of it. There's just like really cool 3D graphics. It's so like incredibly artistic in the way that they implement their CGI. They're maybe lower CGI budget because this 85 million probably all went to these actors. So it probably was a pretty low CGI budget, but they still like used it so cleanly. It was so cool. Like they could have just gone like, oh, everything's hyper realistic. Everything in the book just translates over hyper realistically, but it just looks like art pieces, like moving art pieces. It's really cool. That's my favorite movie. Now it's time for your.
Okay, before I go into this, one, I had 2 things to say.
Okay. Questions.
One, we should do our rating based on how curious or likely we are to see the movie,
Oh, okay.
rather than like what we feel about the movie, because
Yeah.
I don't feel like they're accurate statements, because you could be hyping this up to me and like saying it's amazing, it's amazing, it's amazing, and then I could watch it and be like,
You could. It's possible.
I don't think I will. You have good taste in movies.
Well, thank you.
Uh,
Just keep it there. Don't groan and moan. Oh, you have good taste in movies. After I've accepted the compliment.
He doesn't like Encanto.
Okay, yeah. You have really nice hair. Say thank you.
Thank you.
You know, you see how it feels. I pride myself on my taste in movies, and you're just like.
He doesn't like Encanto. We should have done the review on Encanto, but I think we would get into an argument.
You know.
You know what?
No. Okay, you said one thing. Did you say the other thing about the movie?
No. This is really just like having a conversation with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
This
like
is exactly how. If we did not have a camera and lights and in front of us, he would just explain this movie the exact same way to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Except for I wouldn't be looking this way. Well, probably I would. I have a hard time making eye contact. Anyway.
That was the two things.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Channing Tatum's in that movie?
Yeah.
Okay, I won't look
He's
at
the
the
main
board. I won't look at the board
Okay.
anymore.
So my movie is the first Step Up movie in
Step Up 2,
2006.
The Streets.
As we know, there's a lot of Step Up movies. I think that this Step Up might not be my favorite one, but it's the one that I've seen the most recently, and the one that is the most nostalgic feeling to me. You chose a movie it seems to me that you choose a movie based on like how good it was, and I chose a movie based on nostalgia because I've watched all of my good movies with you. So, or you've seen all of my good movies.
Yeah.
So this is a movie, it got a 21% on the tomato meter on Rotten Tomatoes. Tomatoes. Which it's really bad. I don't think we've rated or have we talked about a movie that has done worse than this?
Yes. Didn't Santa Claus 2 do worse than that?
I don't know. But it got an 83% audience rating, which I think is more accurate. That's just really weird.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I think it's...
That's a huge difference between it. The cast includes Channing Tatum and Sarah Dwayne, formerly Tatum, but now it's just Jenna Dwayne again because they got a divorce. They met during the filming of this movie and they got married.
Which never ends well.
They were married for like over 10 years and have like 2 kids.
But they got divorced. Yeah.
It was devastating.
I bet.
Devastating.
I did not follow that at all.
I was so sad when they got a divorce. I like remember vividly seeing the Instagram post, going to like every like social media site to make sure this was real, and then going and watching the movie and crying, basically. But Channing Tatum plays the main character, Tyler.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have the best like life in general. He's in a foster home. He doesn't have a whole lot of money. He lives in a very like kind of poor area. And he gets into a lot of trouble with his best friend Mac and Mac's younger brother Skinny. And they end up breaking into this school one day and trashing it. And Tyler's the only one who gets caught and gets 200 hours of community service where he has to go and help be a janitor at the school. While he's there, it's an art school, by the way. But while he's there, he meets this girl, Jenna Dwayne, who plays as Nora, and she's a dancer, and they both fall in love and dance together.
Yeah.
That's basically the premise of the entire story.
They just dance together?
Well, they basically, Nora has this, has a showcase coming up, a senior showcase.
Yeah.
And she struggles a lot in her vision for the showcase, and Tyler helps her like realize that vision and helps, make it a reality. And it's a very, very cute story. The main things that I like to touch on in this movie whenever I like think about it and talk about it is the dancing. I saw this movie when I was 6, literally when it came out in 2006. So it blew my 6-year-old brain, the dancing in this movie. If anybody, like if you're a dancer or a choreographer, you know that this movie, Jenna Dwayne is an amazing dancer, like an amazing, amazing dancer.
Really?
Yes. And Channing Tatum is not, well, I mean, he's known for his dancing in
Jump Street? 21 Jump Street?
No, and Magic Mike.
Oh.
But
I didn't know that movie was about dancing.
You don't know what that movie's about?
I just thought it was about strippers.
It is. That's strippers dance.
But yeah, but it's not, you're not really caring about the dancing so much.
Yeah,
if you catch my drift. You're kind of just looking at Channing Tatum's body covered in
Oil.
different oils and stuff. I don't think you're really worried about.
Zach is
Oh wow, look
staring
at that choreography.
He's like so
He's like, we
mad.
can't air this one, guys. We gotta cut it. But no. I don't think you're really looking at the choreography there, but.
No, but it's really interesting. One of the main things about it that's so interesting is because of their two different upbringings. Nora has a very posh upbringing, so her dancing is very ballet
I
based.
keep getting emails about Poshmark.
You hate this, don't you?
No, I don't. No,
He hates
every time I think of the word posh, I think of Poshmark, and I've been getting a lot of emails from them. I'm sorry.
Why do you have emails from Poshmark? Did you sign up?
Probably when I bought something from them.
Maybe you did. Anyway, so Nora has a lot of ballet background because she comes from a very rich lifestyle, a very like high class upbringing, while Tyler comes from a street upbringing. So his dance style is more street style. And seeing the ballet and the street style combine is so pretty.
I'll watch this movie for one reason. Do they put a piece of cardboard down and spin around on their head?
No. It's a little more, all of the dancing is more professional than that. It's not street dancing. It's a mix of street and ballet.
Said street dancing.
Well, Tyler does street dancing. He dances on a car.
But he doesn't put down the cardboard?
No.
I like when they put down
This
the
was
cardboard.
the first movie. That didn't come out until later.
The cardboard didn't come out until later. I'm pretty sure they had cardboard boxes back then.
No, the cardboard dance scene in Step Up 2 or 3, I think.
Oh, it does happen in the series,
I think
though.
so.
Okay, maybe
I'm almost positive, yeah.
Well, I'll watch this one just to watch the sequel. I also like the pun in the title of the sequel. Step Up
Step
2, The Streets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a good one.
Okay, I'll watch that one.
No!
No, I'll watch this.
But the romance was very good. There was the romance between Nora and Tyler, obviously, and then Nora's best friend and Tyler's friend, not his best friend, but another friend that he met, and it's very cute and lovely. And the music in it, because it's an art school, there's a student who is another guy who's seemingly from the streets. I don't really know.
Yeah.
We're not really positive, but he seems like that. He gets along very well with Tyler, and goes to parties with Tyler and stuff. But he is a violinist and loves music. Yeah, and there's this really cool scene. Actually, the very first scene where you see him, Tyler's walking down the hallway of this art school, and he's very intimidated by all of these artists around him who are very, very driven and ambitious. And he's there playing on the violin in the middle of the hallway, and you hear him play. And then at the end of the movie, you also see him play, and it's very cool.
My mic was a little hidden.
Yeah. But I will say that since it did get a 21% on the Rotten Tomatoes. I hate when you say tomatoes. It makes me so irrationally angry, and now I just almost said it. Unbelievable.
I love it.
You got a 21% on Rotten Tomatoes. So I had to go back and think about why that is. And it is a pretty dry plot. A lot of the plot is made up by the romance and the chemistry between Channing Tatum and Jenna Dewane, and the dancing, because the dancing's so good. It's so good.
I don't know why you went so hard on the plot if you think it's dry. You were like...
It's a fun plot to watch. To watch for the dancing, really. A
You
lot
want-
of it's for the dancing and the chemistry.
You want to give us a dance move? You want me to give you a dance move?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
No. If you're going to do what I think you're going to do. Oh, okay. No, I thought we have this thing.
Oh, yeah, this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, exactly.
Zach loses.
All right. Anybody else to do the disco? Do they do any of that?
No.
You're really not selling this movie. If they don't put down the cardboard and they don't do the disco,
They have a
those
really
are the two
cool
dance
dance
moves I
scene.
know. Put down the cardboard and the disco.
Oh my gosh.
Those are the two dance moves that I know. I know how to floss too, as you just saw. I don't think that was the thing in 2006.
I don't know.
All right.
Anyway. Did you say what you rated the movie?
No, I gave it a 9 out of 10.
Your movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gave your movie a 9 out of 10.
It's my favorite movie, but I recognize that there are better movies.
Are there better movies? Have you ever rated anything other than above a 9?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will rate this a 6 out of 10. Wow, that was really loud. I'm so sorry. I will rate this a 6 out of 10. I love the movie, but a lot of the reason why I love the movie is because I grew up with the movie. Me and my brother would dance in the living room to this movie.
I watched this movie in my bed when I couldn't fall asleep in high school. I'm a little bit nostalgic for it, but not as nostalgic as 2006, you know.
So yeah, a lot of this movie is nostalgia for me, and I think that is part of the reason that I have watched it like 1,000 times. But it is, you know, you have to really love it to love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like Step Up 2 where everybody's seen it and everyone's like, oh, this is such a cool movie.
I feel like you have to love this one to love it.
Really?
Yeah.
But I mean, it got a really high score.
Yeah, but a lot of that's probably the cult following putting it in there. Well, maybe not the critics, though. The critics also rated it highly, so.
Yeah.
But it also is certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
This one is not.
I just said tomatoes. All right, we switched it for one. But yeah, a lot of that's probably the cult following putting that work in there. But I was gonna say something else about it. Slipped my mind. We do have a little bit more time, so I want to tease the next episode a little bit.
We're teasing the next episode. We know what we're watching.
Yes, we do know what we're watching.
We do know what we're watching. I have to get. Yeah.
Batman! I'm so stoked. That's part of the reason maybe we didn't watch the movie is maybe to build hype. Maybe this one's a little bit of a lull, and the next one might be a little bit of a high point. Well, let's give some predictions because I want to give a prediction for the scores that we're going to give it. We'll do our first scores first about these two movies, but then next we'll give a prediction for what we think of the next film, and then we'll compare the two later on when we actually do the predictions. Or we actually do the ratings, I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so let's do this one first. How interested are we in each other's movies?
Okay.
Well, we have to.
Actually, I think I'd rate this higher.
You know what? I'm gonna do things from your movie.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do things from your movie.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. How interested am I in watching your movie, Garrett?
I don't know.
I would say this. Okay, I'm gonna say.
What's another thing? What's the thing from your movie? Just name like a
Car. Just
car.
car.
Vroom vroom.
Yeah, Mac really likes cars. Or basketballs.
I already put my other thing. I just drew a terrible car. That's embarrassing. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Honk honk. Not a car. Oh, that's worse. I'm not gonna redraw it. I'm just gonna see my terrible artwork.
Okay, I got it. Mine's really
why did I
good.
make sound effects? I should never make sound effects. Is there a guy in the car? You know what? I'm just gonna imagine the scene.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Ooh,
Don't look.
okay.
You wanna reveal them at the same time or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Bah.
Wow, our scores that we gave them.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I'm 6 out of 10 excited or stoked to see it. I gave it 6 pieces of cardboard off of one guy, or out of 10, sorry, guys dancing on cars.
Let me see it.
And there's a guy in the car too.
That's very cute.
Thank you. If you can't see it, here you go. Here's my art. Hang it on your fridge.
I did 9 X's.
Oh yeah.
Out of 10 guitars.
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 Yeah, it's a very musical movie. Beck did the music for that movie.
But yeah, I am very interested in seeing this movie. I understand if you would not want to see this movie. Step Up. I forced
someone to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But because he did not think at first he hated it. At first he was like really upset that I made him watch it.
Yeah.
But he liked it. So if
yeah.
you have any respect for his movie taste, then I doubt you do because he has very bad movie taste.
Doesn't really. He has good video game taste.
He does have good video game taste.
But we are going to go see The Batman, starring Robert Pattinson, on Friday.
Robert Pattinson.
And
Robert Pattinson.
I'm so stoked to see it. I'm seeing it with my friend Alicia.
Why?
Why am I stoked to see it?
I mean,
it's Batman.
Batman, I'm very excited to see Batman. I don't know. I'm nervous about Robert Pattinson. I think I'm the only girl I know who doesn't find him attractive.
You're the only person that you know that doesn't find him attractive. Correction. That is a very good-looking man.
I don't think he's attractive at all.
I don't think Channing Tatum's attractive.
I love Channing Tatum.
He has very apish features.
You're absolutely right.
They would have to have no CGI for that guy if he was in Planet of the Apes. I would instantly believe it. I'd be like, wow, they did really good CGI. Oh, that's just Channing Tatum.
You know, my friend would always say that he looks like a thumb. They would argue with me. That argue with me that he looks like a thumb. I killed a man with his thumb.
All right, are we running over? We're probably not running over.
No, we're not running over yet, but we're not running over yet.
We're not running over yet. Okay.
We have like a minute, maybe.
Okay. A minute?
Just go!
Okay, jeez. All right, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be as good as Batman Begins, starring Christian Bale.
I love Christian Bale. I loved those Batman movies.
Do you think it's going to be as good as the first one?
I don't know. It's going to have to be very impressive to be better than those. I loved those movies.
I mean, it instantly begs the comparison. Because,
yes, absolutely.
Like, it's dark, it's gritty, it's more modern. So it instantly begs the comparison.
I don't think it's going to be better.
I don't think it's going to be better. I think it's going to be as good as Batman Begins.
I don't think it's going to be as good. I think it's going to be slightly less than.
It's also a different type of movie. It's going to be more like a Zodiac type thing. But he's going to be like a... He's going to be more like a detective. Jake Gyllenhaal and Zodiac. You like Zodiac?
I loved Zodiac, yeah.
It's going to be like a mystery, kind of like that.
Zodiac has all my favorite actors in it.
That's my prediction. I think it's going to be more like Zodiac, so there's going to be like a mystery element. Because it's the Riddler, right? Would you stop doing that? Jesus.
He's so mean.
I'm not mean. You're just... Talk about Batman for just a second.
Okay.
Okay, what do you think you're going to give it? Let's do that.
Okay, this is under the impression that I give Batman Begins with Christian Bale an 8.9 out of 10, okay?
An 8.9 out of 10.
Yeah, that's what I give. I'm going to write CB.
I give Christian Bale's Batman Begins a 7 out of 10.
And then Robert Pattinson, I'm going to give my prediction.
For Robert Pattinson? I think he's going to do a great job. He's a good actor.
Yeah, that's what everyone says, but I've never seen him in a movie.
You saw him in... Oh, no, you didn't see him in that. He's in The Lighthouse and he's in Tenet. Tenet's good. He's good in The Lighthouse. I didn't really like it that much.
Okay, I'm ready.
He's good in The Lighthouse.
I didn't watch any of the Twilight movies either, so...
Don't watch those. Those are not good. He was very young. Okay.
I like Taylor Lautner, just because I like his face, but...
You think Taylor... Never mind. You're so...
He's not a good actor.
No,
I've seen him in 2 movies. 3. I don't know. Ready?
All right.
3,
I gave it...
2. Go.
8 bat symbols.
I didn't do symbols.
Out of 10 raw bat and bats.
What is that?
An R for raw bat, and then a baseball bat for bat, and then a little tiny bat for bat, raw bat and bat.
Anyway.
All right.
I'm giving it an 7.6 out of 10.
7.6.
That's what I think it's going to be.
We're about the same. You think it's going to be just under Batman Begins? I think it's going to be just over Batman Begins.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I like Batman Begins.
I love Batman Begins. I love Christian Bale.
I think the problem was I saw The Dark Knight first. But we'll be back next week with The Batman.
That was actually really good.
Thank you. We'll end it on that. A compliment that's not followed by it.
It was loud.
Thank you.
But it was really good.
Thank you.
You know, Batman's rather quiet.
No, he's not.
Anyway, see you guys next week.
He screams all the time.